All right, so we spent a couple hours sitting in the shade here, and little Valentina woke up in this little ice cream shop. We got her some gelato, so she's happy. The Slovaks do this for May 1st. It's a holiday for the workers where the parents take their kids to their job and show their kids what they do, and it's a bit of a celebration. I remember my mom used to take me to the tank factory she worked at in the next town over when I was a kid. That was really cool. We didn't leave anything on the table there?
No, I don't think so.
Just those coins.
Just the coins? Alright, that's cool. That's the clock tower in the town. You can actually go up there. It's got a nice view. And then that's the other church that was made for the castle. So you can go to the church up there. On the next level, there's a little area for the town, more apartments up there. Or you can go to this church.
The style of furniture is so different here.
Yeah.
It's everything is modern.
So we got served here in Hotel Elizabeth. Carly got carrot puree with fried carrot with a stuffed chicken breast. My mom got a garlic soup. Terry got the veal
with mashed potatoes.
And I got the gigantic veal schnitzel. So here we go. All right, so we're in Hotel Elizabeth in Trencin, Slovakia. It's a beautiful historic building that was originally made as a hotel. A lot of these buildings are reconfigured from other structures to be hotels. This one is particularly cool because it was originally built as a hotel a couple of hundred years ago. The restaurant here is divine. The food is exquisite, super high quality, and a night's stay here is about 120 euro. So another reason Slovakia is a really great place to visit is it's really inexpensive relative to Western Europe. That's the Trencin Castle right up there on the hill. This inscription at the back of the hotel has a lot of historical significance. It was put there by the Romans upon victory over some Germanic tribes in the area in 179 AD. And it was put there by Marcus Aurelius, which is what the movie Gladiator was about. So lots of history in this region, and this is one of the most well-preserved inscriptions of its kind in Central Europe, and proves there was Roman influence in this area way back a couple of thousand years ago. There's my mom showing me around. It's amazing that you can stay in a hotel like this here. Oh, and the elevator, it was modernized on the interior about 20 years ago. But the exterior walls are still original. There it is. That's what it looked like. And that's the original floor that they have under the glass. Some Roman ruins, or ruins for Roman times. And then we come out into Trencin. It's got a beautiful historic center. Lots of Baroque architecture. The soccer stadium is back there. That's the hotel walls. Still the original Baroque architecture. Išla tam na námestie, tam nás bude čakať. Je tam s babotkom. Cobblestone streets all throughout here. Unfortunately, I lost all my footage from Prague. We had a lot of beautiful footage from Prague, but I had a problem with my memory card. So I lost all that footage. And this is Monday during the day. It's very lively. We were here on the weekend, on a Saturday night last weekend, and the streets are completely filled with people. That's the castle up on the hill, where you can actually see tar that was poured over the castle walls onto the Ottomans that came here, trying to battle their way into this area of Europe, and they failed. They were pushed back at this castle. This whole region of Slovakia is in a valley surrounded by the Carpathian Mountains. So it was very hard for anyone to come in here and conquer. So the people here thrived for thousands of years. There's a poke store. Some Western style businesses working their way in here. It's really changed since I used to hang out in this town 20-30 years ago. That's the post office. I think we'll grab a cappuccino here too. I'm not sure if the Italian cappuccinos are better or the Slovakian cappuccinos. Our food is definitely better. That was one of the reliefs coming to Slovakia, is we knew the food was going to be spectacular, as always. Oh, and there's Carly waving at me. That's the church in town. Beautiful Christmas masses there with people spilling out into this square. And it looks like there's a daycare having a field trip day. Maybe we'll try and go have a look in the church. Little Bobo's sleeping. Coffee time?
Yeah.
These are private apartments up here. They used to be really cheap, but nothing's cheap anymore. A nice apartment in this town square would be about 350,000 euro. Used to be like 60,000 euro about 15 years ago.
For table
Yes, Valentina's daily dose of ice cream. And this is another little square. This one's a little quieter than the other one. The other one's more kind of nightclubs. And this is more cafes. And there's an area here where kids can play in the water with this fountain. Whoa, that's pretty cool. Hey, Valentina? And this is all cafes in a row here. That turns into kind of loungy places where people can have drinks in the evening. And this is the main bank in town.
Like I have to hold it and scrub. I like to scrub with water running. Yeah. So at least I can have my own. Yeah.
And that's the community center right there. Da Vinci is a place I used to get coffee at right here. They've got a great patio. Normally when this construction's not happening here, they're redoing this park. This is a big parking area for cars, so it's a cool place if you have a hot car to park your hot car. Keep an eye on it while you have a coffee. Those are some of the communist built apartments. So this is where the city starts kind of transitioning into the area that was built during the communist era. So the buildings look a lot more boring. Although we're considered very modern at the time. Like this cultural center was built during communist times. And at the time it was a very modern building, and you can kind of see why. The architecture is actually quite interesting. So here's another one of those communist built buildings that would have been considered state-of-the-art. They're actually, I mean, it could be cleaned up to look very modern. Those apartment buildings aren't very nice though. But neither was, I mean, these things were built in the early 80s, so I mean, the architecture in North America wasn't particularly attractive in the early 80s either. These Baroque structures are gorgeous though. I think if I had a place in Slovakia right now, it would have to be in one of these historical buildings. They're just really special. So here's an example of one of these communist structures that they're redoing, modernizing it. Yeah, look how cool that is. They did all marble and lots of glass, so it would have looked like something like that before. Wow. So they do redo them. But I mean, compared to the historical buildings, there's no comparison. Look how beautiful that is. That next building over, the white one.
Yeah.